Where should we go for our last stop this month? I guess we haven't done a dessert recipe in a while. Oh, I know. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Max AC channel. For this month's theme, I thought it would be fun to take another journey around the world to try to make some new and exciting recipes. So, for this month of April, we will be celebrating Adventurous April once again, where we'll be making 4 more dishes representing different cuisines from around the world. For our last recipe for this journey, we will be traveling to Italy by making some tiramisu. For this recipe, you will need 2 cups of mascarpone cheese, 24 to 36 or so Savoiardi biscuits, also known as ladyfingers. You can also try using biscotti as a substitute if you can't find these, but of course ladyfingers are the traditional option. You will also need 1 cup or so of strong coffee or espresso of your choice, 4 eggs, both the egg whites and yolks, an optional half teaspoon of cream of tartar, half a cup of sugar, 2 to 4 tablespoons of Marsala wine, dark rum, amaretto, or coffee liqueur, or if you want to keep it alcohol-free, just substitute with some more coffee. And you will need some unsweetened cocoa powder to top the tiramisu. First, prepare your coffee of choice, and then add your Marsala wine, other alcohol, or more coffee, and then set this aside to let it cool in a shallow bowl. Next, carefully separate the egg whites from the yolks into 2 clean bowls. I recommend using a separate bowl to separate them first, so you don't ruin all of your egg whites in case you mess up and break a yolk. Then, once they're separated, set your yolks aside for now, and grab your bowl of egg whites. If you want to, you may add cream of tartar to help strengthen your meringue, but it's not necessary. But once you're ready, whip the egg whites until stiff, and once your egg whites form peaks on the tip of your whisk that don't droop like so, or if you can turn your bowl over without spilling your egg whites, it should be good to go. Next, grab your bowl of egg yolks and beat the egg yolks with the sugar until it turns light and smooth, about 3 to 5 minutes. Then pour the mascarpone cheese into the egg yolk bowl and whip the mascarpone for 2 to 3 minutes until it's smooth and creamy. Once it's ready, add in the stiffly beaten egg whites slowly by folding in about a third of the egg whites at a time with a wooden spoon until everything is completely incorporated. You want to make sure not to deflate the egg whites too much, so make sure to scoop from the bottom up to keep the mixture as light and airy as possible. Next, once your cream is done, your coffee should be cooled down by now, so then it's time to put your tiramisu together. So, grab an 8 by 10 inch pan or whatever size pan you have lying around, and then dip the ladyfingers quickly for about a second or 2 into the coffee. You want to make sure that you don't soak them for too long, since then your tiramisu will be too soggy and your ladyfingers will fall apart. Arrange your ladyfingers so that they cover the bottom of the pan, and then spread some of the mascarpone cream over the ladyfingers, covering them completely. Next, continue by adding another layer of ladyfingers and another layer of the mascarpone cream, and continue this until you run out of biscuits. Just make sure you have enough mascarpone cream to cover the top layer of cookies. You could do more layers than this if you wish, but 2 to 3 layers of ladyfingers is plenty. Just make sure the last layer of mascarpone is the most generous. Once you're done layering your tiramisu, sprinkle the top with your cocoa powder. Then, cover this with plastic wrap or lid and allow this to rest for at least 3 hours in the fridge before serving. But if you can wait, I recommend making this a day ahead and letting it rest overnight to allow the ladyfingers to soften and to soak up all of the flavors. But once you're ready to dig into your dessert, dust with some more cocoa powder if desired, and your tiramisu is ready to eat. I've been wanting to do this recipe for a while now because I've been a big fan of this dessert since I was a child. My neighbor, when I was younger, was Italian, and he would take us out to dinner sometimes to his favorite Italian restaurant, and we would almost always finish the night with a slice or two of their tiramisu. And so, every time I get to have this dish, it reminds me of those late nights listening to my neighbor talk about his life growing up in Italy and immigrating to and living in America. We only get so much time with older people, so I'm glad that I was able to spend so much time learning about him and his life. Interestingly, it seems that this dish's existence comes a long time after my neighbor was born, with it only being invented in the late 1960s or early 1970s, though it seems similar desserts have existed previously that this one is based on. But tiramisu, as we know it today, originated somewhere in the northeastern section of Italy, quickly spread throughout the country, and eventually made its way to America in the 1980s. Literally meaning pick me up or pull me up, tiramisu gets its name from the use of coffee in the dish to help pick up those who enjoy this dessert after a long night of wining and dining. Speaking of wine, the original recipe actually didn't contain any alcohol, but it is a very common addition, and I think it adds a nice complexity to the flavor. Though, unlike many dishes, because this dish requires no cooking, the alcohol won't burn off, so I would be careful of adding too much. Though, I don't think there's enough in 2 tablespoons of wine to have much of an effect, even if you ate the whole thing. But regardless of if you use alcohol or not, tiramisu is a wonderfully light and delicious dessert to enjoy after a big meal to help pick you up to keep the meal going for a little bit longer. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. In the comments below, let me know how it went if you decided to make it, and let me know if there's anything you want me to make next. Like the video, share with your friends and family, and subscribe to this channel for more episodes of the Max AC channel. And remember, if you want to stay cool in the kitchen, turn your AC to the max and watch the Max AC channel. Or if you can turn your bowl over without spilling your egg whites, it should be good to go.